that lovely music in the background. Honestly, still a big fan. You know, also of the wind and everything. The entire... No, I'm not slacking off. I'm just chilling and enjoying the view, alright? Alright, everybody. Hello and welcome to the second episode of Manor Lords with me, Spacefish. And welcome back to the beginnings of our beautiful, humble, little settlement, which doesn't even really have a name that we define yet. So let's see if we can change that in the near future. You join me right back after the next episode. To be honest, I was meant to get right to editing and rendering and uploading the video for you all, but I enjoyed myself so much in the first episode that I'm kind of straight back to it. So here we are, more Manor Lords. I hope you're looking forward to it. I hope you're looking forward to our granary being constructed. And us hopefully...
Hey, you!
Oh.
No slacking off!
Sorry! It wasn't meant to be slacking off. I'm sorry. and I'm hoping that you're looking forward to this being finished soon. With that lovely music in the background. Honestly, still a big fan. You know, also of the wind and everything. The entire... No, I'm not slacking off. I'm just chilling and enjoying the view, alright? But it's quite cool, isn't it? All the ambience. I am really liking this. And look at our little granary coming together. This is what I said last episode already. I'm really a big fan of when buildings and games like these are constructed like that. They're actually talking about the construction. It's lovely. But yeah, you know, log by log, stick by stick, the thing just goes together. Look at that. That's honestly so cool. And we can watch it all in first person.
The window should go over there.
Yeah, you figure? They're talking about what they're constructing and everything. I mean, that's so lovingly made. Honestly, kind of tough for me to imagine that a single dev is supposed to be behind this. That's pretty mad. I wonder how much time he actually has spent on the game thus far. Oh yeah, he actually did put the window over there then. What in the world? That's lovely. Anyways, as much as I... Honestly, I mean, maybe we watch this thing just go together fully once, but afterwards we actually have to get to doing something. Oh yeah, you better smooth that out. Not have that all cranky and you know, bad looking. No, I would honestly. This is great, isn't it? I hope you're all liking this as much as me. Sometimes I just like to indulge a little bit in games when they're this beautiful and lovingly made. Especially when they're this new. You know, you just started playing. They don't seem to be making any progress though. I have a feeling they're maybe missing some goods. So let's hop out. And indeed, they're missing all the timber. So kind of wondering how they set up all this without the timber. But I guess that will be coming. Issue being likely that we only have one ox at the moment, and well, you know, kind of tough to actually just haul all those logs all over the place with a single ox at the end of the day. Also, it does seem that this thing is already pre-constructed, so I'm wondering why they're not switching over. But I guess they just finish one thing after the other. Right. With that said, though, we need to be thinking a little bit about what we doing next here. So I would say we do have some... Oh, we actually have a lot of timber now, which is lovely to see. So I think we'll definitely be scheduling a storehouse to be built too. I think we'll be... Actually, maybe this is like next to the market and all. I think we'll put that over here. You know, it makes sense. We've got like the firewood place and the logging camp and everything quite close. I think it makes sense to have it there. And then we can kind of work on slowly but surely getting our resources to safety first and foremost with that setup, because we don't want it to be vulnerable to weather damage. That does not sound like a good thing. Then after that, I mean, generally we still have 2 families ready to go. One is going to go into the woodcutter's lodge, I guess, and we will be at 1. And remember, we need 1 for construction. But we also have 2 in the logging camp, which I feel, given the speed that we're getting timber at and using it currently, we won't need 2 families in there for too long. So I'm tending to say we actually harness those berry bushes out here Because rich deposit, that does sound very nice indeed. So, what we'll do is we'll set up a little gatherer's hut in the middle of the forest here, I believe. And we will go... and kind of just have a little split off road right here. Some minimal curvature, yes. And then connect that to there with a little more curvature. Lovely. That looks great. And I think that forager hut then should allow us to gather even more food. We did make it up there a little bit already. We're at 6 months of food now from 4. But also we have actually hunted all the animals down. Which also makes me think whether we always need someone in the hunting camp. Because, you know, now nobody's hunting. But it does seem that they own a market stall, which I guess they use to supply people. Oh, yes. So they're chilling right there. Well, working right there. So, yeah. Kind of want to have them there. Also, the first house is being built. Is that not lovely? Finally some place for a first family to live. That's only 4 homeless now. Causes a lot of approval and possibility of freezing in the winter. Oh, yeah, so... homeless cannot be part of militia units. Okay, militia units, I'm not sure how that works yet. Homeless will move to the plot, and if approval is high enough, it might attract new families too. However, families need more than just space to be happy. Click on the building to check on their residential requirements. Oh! Aha! Church! Fuel stall supply. Food stall supply. Clothing stall supply. Linen, leather. I'm guessing we're getting leather from hunting, right? Ah, yes, we've got hides already. Well, is that going to be processed into leather, though, or do we need something for the leather? Where would that be at? Residential tavern. So here's the church. Industry, maybe? Ah, yeah, hides to produce leather. Okay. So that's needed to make people happy. And what's this little plus sign that I had? Oh, expand living space. Doubles the maximum family count. Okay. So, I mean, I could have just set up 2 houses with 2 extensions, right? Oh, and this is the extension stuff, I guess. Vegetable garden, chicken coop, goat shed. And there's some other stuff. Burrage plot level too low. Okay, so we can set up other stuff, and so we can set up some basics here. Passive yield of hides, eggs, and vegetables. Okay, that's quite cool. Yields depend on plot size. This seems to always be the same yield, and this also. Okay, so maybe these double plots here can be used for something like a vegetable garden, because I will be able to harvest a lot. Does require plowing and harvesting labor, so I'll use a little bit of my family's labor for that too, I guess. But we'll get some extra food income on the side, which I think may be good. Why is it getting so dark out? Is there like a... Please no bad weather coming in yet. Let's assign someone to this granary. I guess we need to, so people actually start picking up things from everywhere. And we'll probably need to do the same for the storehouse, but I want to save the food first, I guess. Now, with that said, we do need to set up some more... No! Oh, God. We're not going to lose anything from this, right? Seems like just rain. No terrible weather. I do hope our supplies are going to hold out there. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. If you hear me scream and re in a second, you know what happened. But I do want to ensure that we have... oh, no, this is a little bit too little. More houses for people to live in. So let's go and take care of that. This is actually not the greatest spot for the... Actually not the greatest spot for the... What is it now? Well, yes. Not the greatest spot for the well, I'm just noticing, to be honest. Maybe... can just set up like a little road around here. Right, yes, thank you. And then we can just set up a house like around that. That seems a little limited in space. Ugh. Jeez. How can we make this? Oh yeah, something like that. It will be a tree or two uprooted too, I guess. But yeah, I kind of want to use that space somehow, if that makes sense. Okay, and we'll maybe just set up a house like this along here. Oh, that's even 2 houses. Kind of want it to be 1, to be honest. You know, like 1 little house next to the forest seems scenic. So we'll do 1 there. And then we'll maybe start by... you know, putting a street down that's going into here. With a little curve, you know, to have a little bit of an area there. So that's how many houses this is now? This is 3. We need 2 more. Maybe we can do that here already? Oh yeah, just a little bit more space towards the back so we can upgrade things. And maybe one of these plots can actually be, you know, with a little smaller upgrade spot. That's fine. We can do like a chicken coop or something there. And that should be 5, I hope. Now we just need all the wood. But, it should be coming, I hope. Is this person already working away? Ah, yes. 11 units of bread already stored. There's only 1 unit of bread out there. Yes. Albrecht. Very German name again. Oh, yeah. Exposed stocks are getting soaked. Oh, God. This is all getting soaked. Uh-oh. The storehouse is still not finished. Please, finish. Oh, this is bad. Somebody build a freaking storehouse, please. No space left. No storage space left for production. Oh, I guess someone from a warehouse needs to pick it up or something? Oh, yeah, generic storage. The hides are not being stored. Yeah, that makes sense because we don't have a storehouse. Now we do. We need to employ family for that and get one out of the logging camp for the time being in return, I guess. Because this needs to be picked up, and they are on their way, I think, to save our supplies. I hope we didn't lose too much here now. I'm really not sure. 15 months of fuel. Okay, that's low. Yeah, but we only have 1 house, so I guess that's going to change once we have more. But things are coming together, it seems. Look at this. There's a little plot, and the lady's already working on it, plowing the little garden by hand. Cool. Oh. Wow, holy moly. A lot of forest has disappeared here already, I would say. I guess they have more than enough to knock down still, but I'll go somewhere. And the woodcutter's lounge is ready to go. We're kind of running low on families here, aren't we? I feel like once everything's more or less secured, we need to... yeah, so the granary, I think everything's secured. So we'll unassign a family there already. And move them to the woodcutter's lounge, probably. I mean, now it says we've got 15 months of fuel, but, you know, we've got all these houses that we're constructing. And I guess that leads to more people needing firewood, especially then also once we go more towards winter. So we probably want to provision for that a bit. Storehouse. Do we have everything collected? I guess we do, right? It feels like we have it all. Well, still transporting things, though. Tools, yes. And is somebody going to go pick up those hides as well? Family members, join one of the settlers. Okay. So I guess the family grows? That's cool. I guess that makes the family then also more productive, yeah? Which is nice. We've got that barrage plot also ready to go, which is lovely. We don't really have much money is the issue, so I'm not sure how much we really want to be spending on these upgrades from the get-go before we can even make much of any money. plots, maybe we'll want to chill a bit with that. But there's more houses being set up, which is cool. So we should solve the whole homelessness issue at some point. And that does seem to be our main issue with approval at the moment. So hopefully once we can get that resolved, things will be looking up a bit. This hitching post also seems a bit hard of place, to be honest. Aside that, I mean, we don't really have that many families. I don't know how we get more. Controls... okay. So the approval somehow controls the growth, which means I guess once we get more approval, we also have some growth. Maybe we want to pre-provision for people actually joining the settlement, you know, so... like, as in building some houses already beforehand. Oh, this plot seems a little botched, unfortunately. Okay, we need to set up something else there, I guess. So maybe some houses here? Something like that. Let's do this. I just want to make sure we already have some houses for when we can potentially get more people. Oh, approval is going up, which is lovely, and there's more family members joining, so that's also cool. And I think we're pretty much almost at a point now where we don't have any more homeless people, which is lovely. It's the last burgage plot, and I guess then we should be good. Lovely. Settlement level increased. Okay. New development point. Also cool. A new message. A strong militia is paramount to the survival of any settlement. Luckily, a shipment of weapons has just arrived. Cool. You'll now be able to create your first militia banners to serve you and protect your people. However, we will need more weapons to equip all the people as the settlement grows, either by making them or importing them from other lands. Okay, let's form the militia. I guess we need to do that ourselves with the army thing in a second. And then we have this. To get more population, you need to have enough empty burge plots. Okay, so good stuff, we're making more. And your approval needs to be over 50%. Which we're at 47 right now. I guess the previous homelessness is still an issue for us. If we have a look here, we are taking care of more things. We're even supplying 2 types of food, it seems, which is interesting. Oh yeah, the bread that we had from the get-go, I suppose. We do need to supply clothing, which would mean leather, which would mean another production building for which you don't have people. And we've got a church that people want. Maybe we can build a church at the very least. That could be an option. Development view, small village. Okay, so 2 level 2 barrage plots and 5 level 1 or higher. Well, or higher. So just 2 level 2 barrage plots, and then we could get to medium village. Each level gets a development point that you can use to specialize your town and make it more efficient. Specialize your region. After you reach the next settlement level, you'll be granted a development point to spend. Unlock development branches to make your region more efficient. To enact policies, you need to rise your administration level by building administrative buildings like the manor. Okay. Production. This is very empty. I guess that's still in the construction. Policies. Locked in early access. I guess this is coming at a later point. Development. Trade logistics. Forest management. Beekeeping. Trapping. Okay. Orchardry. Heavy plow. Oh, that seems like something you want, eh? Faster plowing of large fields. I guess we do want to set up fields at some point, right? The issue is we don't have enough settlers yet. We do have lots of berries in that already, so I'm not sure how much we need that at this point. Passive income of meat. Doesn't sound bad. Okay, so this is kind of a specialization. You go for a thing and then you can get further into it. I mean, there's lots of things still locked in early access. So that's something to keep in mind, I guess. This is like weapons, armor stuff, I guess. And this is irrigation. Less damage caused by droughts. can use it as a pasture, rapidly restores lost fertility. Bakeries. Yeah, so this is like the have fields make food kind of path, and then you have trading, I guess. Permanent market stall which provides a passive income as bread as long as the region has enough regional wealth. Region does not pay transport fee. And same for firewood. Trade rounds. Tariffs. In reducing all import prices by 10. Okay. Alright, so we've got different choices. I don't feel like I want to make one right now, to be honest. Because we don't really have the people to do what we need to do, the basics, even, at the moment. So it feels like it's not the time yet. But I do want to go and set up a church. Kind of wondering where. This all's supposed to be farmland, I guess. So we'll have some outskirts here and the main settlement somewhat around here. I'm feeling that something like this could be... Oh, not enough goods.
This is heavier than it looks.
Oh, I guess I need planks for a... Okay, so we do want a saw pit, I suppose. Which we probably want nice and close to our logging camp. Or at least somewhat. I mean, you can have it by the storehouse too, I suppose. Maybe here. Maybe here. Because this is like this space we just discovered, right? It's not really enough space for houses anyway, so we may as well use it for something like this. But a saw pit we want, and then I guess we need to get some planks going first. And then we go from there. How's the logging going? Like, it seems like we already have knocked down quite a bit of forest here, so maybe we need to move this eventually a little further in. It seems like they're still getting the logs in, and we still have timber, so for now we'll leave it as is, but I guess that'll have to change at some point. Now, living space, we're at 5 for 5 families, but we're building 2 houses, so I'm guessing that should then be fine for the moment. And we'll only build more once we actually get more families, which, as far as I understood, only happens above 50% approval. So we do just need to work on our approval, which means getting the church ready and taking care of people's needs. The other thing really being that we want some leather. But I'm not sure, like, who we would take off a job to. Oh, wait. I guess we can unman the storehouse for now. I guess as a second family with which we could do things, which means saw pit, or, and this is actually important, forager hut. Getting some food. We should actually raise that to high priority so we can get some of the berries off there. Well, these guys have a market stall and they are hunting occasionally. Well, it's already 4 animals to hunt again, so I guess we don't really want to take them off the job. Which means we really only have that one family to shuffle back and forth. So I feel like we're going to get them to get food first. And then eventually, every now and again, work in the saw pit too. That said, how are we doing with... We've got 8 months of fuel. But fuel consumption doubles in winter, which is a thought worth keeping in mind, I suppose. We'll see. We'll see. We'll keep things at 4x. I think we just need to progress a little bit for now. See how things go. This should be constructed soon, I hope. Yes, they're working on it now. Maybe we have a little... Oh, we can probably not watch in 4x when we stand down there, so maybe we'll just watch them as is, like this. Ah, cool, innit? And there we go. Forager's hut is complete. So we'll get a family employed there. So we actually start harvesting some of those berries, which sounds lovely. At a herb garden. Oh, interesting. What do we need herbs for? I guess treating people? It's interesting, certainly. Weather is all nice out again, which is also cool. Fuel is still lasting for 8 months, but food is not looking quite as great, to be honest. Which has probably also got to do with the fact that we just don't have that many animals to hunt. So maybe... Well, not maybe, but actually we can really use the people harvesting this berry deposit. And they're already working on it nicely, which is good. So hopefully that'll solve the food stuff a bit. And it already seems to be starting to do so. We do have 9 months of fuel though. And to be honest, we can always get people back to working in the woodcutter's lodge when we need them to. So maybe once this thing is ready to go, which we should raise the priority on that, then we can just get them to work there for the time being. Where are my construction people? Not sure, but they moved over to the saw pit now, it seems. So that should be good to go soon. And then we'll just move the fuel people over, because now they're even at 10 months. And food is looking very much on the upside right now, which is lovely. Well, the berries are also apparently growing back super quickly, which is crazy. Now, Woodcutter's Lodge. You guys can stop working for now. We can start. Actually, it's probably going to cause a little bit of an issue, because there won't be a fuel stall available then, right? Because these were the people that were actually selling the firewood. Well, like, distributing it. Maybe we just keep people building these burgage plots for a second, and once they're done with that, we will just have no construction people and have someone working on fuel, so that keeps being sold. I guess we cannot really do that like this. You know, that can cause issues. And we've got berries too now, which is lovely. Very cool indeed. This berry deposit isn't even really being drained much by us harvesting it, which is crazy to think about. I guess we could go expand living space for the plots where it is an option too. But that we probably only want to do when we have some family that can actually construct things, which we have at the moment, supposedly. Not like they're doing their job right now. But we won't have in a second when we tell them to go and make and sell firewood again, I guess. We're also still at 50% approval, but things are going up with the market food variety, it seems, which is cool. So, let's assign a family again here, and just be at 0 out of 5, I guess. Until we hopefully get a new family at some point, which I guess we will have to just fast forward time for a bit. Resource stolen by nearby bandits. 6 what? That is just not okay. God damn it. Oh, we did have the ability to put up a militia, right? Create new units for militia. But how does this work? Hire mercenaries. Got 20 spears and 20 large shields. I guess that means spear militia? The male villagers will be evenly distributed between all militia units. They will then try to find the required equipment. The weapon and shield depends on the unit type, while the maximum quality of body armor and helmet depends on the villager's residential level. After bringing all the necessary equipment home, the unit recruits are marked as ready to rally. Only then will you be... Ah, okay. So I basically set it up. They equip themselves already with goods, and then I can rally them when I need to. I've got 10 out of 36. Recruits missing. And I guess... Oh yeah, look at that! They're picking up some spears. Cool. Even some women. Wow. Lovely. So we'll be able to get them to fight for us if we want to. But it's only 10 people. I'm not sure, like, this bandit camp. Can I see how many... Oh. I don't know. I can't see how many that is. But it looks like more than 10. So, probably don't want to attack that yet. But, unacceptable. Definitely going to go do something about that at some point. Also, though, we're above 50%. Which is lovely. I don't know what that means, but I hope that means that we get more families soon. That would be great. And then we can also start thinking about maybe setting up some farming and stuff. I think that would maybe be next, you know, just ensure that we have enough food. Also, of course, finally constructing a church to make people a bit more happy. Get closer to being able to upgrade this to level 2. And also have more people to actually go and make some leather to be able to sell on the market. I guess that is more or less the plan. But that will be the plan then for the next few episodes. For today, unfortunately, time has run out, so I will have to end this episode off right here, but I do hope you all very much enjoyed it, of course, and if you did, please make sure to go ahead and smash that like button right down below, as well as that subscribe button right next to it, in order to stay up to date on all the future upcoming episode on Manor Lords and many, many more. For today, though, this has been it. I hope you all had fun, and I hope I'm going to catch you in the next episode very, very soon. Ciao.